Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is E from the Easy Entrepreneur YouTube channel. Um, and all other social media platforms. Obviously, I flip diabetic supplies full time. So thanks for coming to the YouTube channel. So this video is about buyers. And a lot of my content, I'm always gonna talk about these topics several times, all the time. Things change. You know, so, so I like to just kind of reiterate certain things. So like buyers, right? Buyers, they're professional. They will make sure you get paid. I always get the question, what if you mail to a buyer and they don't pay you? That will never happen. That's never happened. I've sold over $300,000 of supplies. I've never had one issue with a buyer ever. Never had to track a buyer down, none of that. They're gonna make sure you get paid because their whole business model revolves around ours, right? They're only selling diabetic supplies. They're not selling any supplies in any other market in the healthcare field. They're just doing diabetic supplies, so their reputation means everything, right? Because say if they do you wrong, you're gonna tell everybody else in the community, then everyone else is not gonna sell to them, right? And they got bills, they got huge businesses they're running, so they want us to keep selling to them. They're gonna make sure we get paid ASAP because they want you to keep buying supplies so you can keep selling them to them, right? So buyers are very easy to work with. You probably would never speak to them on the phone, like hear their voice or anything. They'll shoot you a text, email, whatever, social media message. Hey, got your supplies, everything looks good. Or hey, here's my updated price sheet, this, that, and the third. As far as working with buyers, guys, you don't have to work. You're not obligated to work with specific buyers. You can mail to one buyer Monday, mail to another buyer on Tuesday. Doesn't matter. We're mailing to different buyers all around the country. All these buyers are in different parts of the country. You're not working with a buyer that's particularly in your state. A lot of people ask me that, how do they find a buyer that's in their state? That's not how it works. These buyers, they all live in different states. They're just the next level to the business, so we're selling to them. So you just mailing to them. That's it. Yeah, but they make sure you get paid. Venmo, PayPal, bank wire if you want. Check, if you want a check cut, they'll do that. However you want to be paid, they're gonna make sure you get paid. They're gonna ask you how you want to get paid. They'll let you know. They'll correct you on stuff you're doing wrong in the business. They do know you're a newbie. They don't care about that. So that's the cool thing. Reaching out to them is very easy. To get their contact, you need to get it from someone that's in the business like me. That's the one thing. They're not online promoting themselves as wholesale buyers. Do they have their own business? Yes, they have their own diabetic test strip businesses, but it's not really connected. Most of the buyers, it's not connected to their reselling. They're buying from us is not really connected to their actual business that they run, where they're buying supplies from sellers, just like we are. So you got to get that passed down to you guys. So, reach out to me, get in my mentorship, my course. I give you those contacts. At this point, pretty much got majority of the buyers, you know what I mean? Unless there's a buyer out there that's just pretty much doing this thing part-time, but I got all the buyers, so I make sure you get all of those. I'm not in cahoots with any of them, you know what I mean? So whatever business you do with them is between you guys. So the buyers are cool, so you need the buyers to get into this business. These guys are buying this stuff, rain, sleet, snow. They're spending $200,000-$300,000 a month on supplies. There's only a few of them. That part of the business they're doing comes with a lot of responsibility. They have to have a lot of money on hand to be able to fulfill your invoices, right? I'm sending them a box or invoice, $3,000-$4,000, but there's probably 15, 20 other people doing it that same day. So that stuff hits their office. They got to fulfill my invoice, everyone else's invoice before they even get paid. Because remember, they're buying this stuff from us and then they're doing whatever they're doing with it. So they're pretty much investing in us. They're buying those supplies. So you got to have all that money on hand. You know what I mean? So that's why they're buyers, and, they're at another level and stuff like that because they have the cash reserves and they have the connections to sell the stuff, to whoever they sell to. So buyers are very automatic, guys. This is not a part of the business that you need to really figure out. when you're in the business and you got their list. There's no cold calling them and introducing yourself and all of that stuff and trying to sound professional. They're working with whoever. So you don't have to worry about buyers. All this businesses is all marketing. That's it. Sellers, there's no convincing a seller to sell to you. There's no convincing a buyer to buy from you. All right. A lot of people don't understand really the process. Remember, we're buying the supplies from people who have diabetes or have access to diabetic supplies. We're buying it from them, then we're selling at a higher price to the buyer, right? The wholesale buyer, wholesale vendor, whatever you want to call them. We call them buyers, right? They're the wholesale buyers. That's who we're selling to, right? So always remember that. We're buying from the sellers, people who use diabetes who's getting prescribed these supplies every month, buying from them, selling to the buyer, right? You could sell to a buyer. They'll take as many supplies you got. You could send them 3, 4, 5 boxes of supplies that's worth $200-$300. They'll fulfill that invoice. And you could sell them $20,000 invoice with hundreds of boxes and they'll fulfill that invoice. So don't ever worry about sitting on any supplies, anything like that. You'll be able to sell all this stuff to them, you know. They'll send you their price sheet. You know, you can ask some questions. You know, if there's something you're confused about when it comes to a specific supply, you don't know how to identify the supply that a seller has, you can text them or whatever. They'll answer you majority of the time, most of them. Yeah, guys. So, you know, I have a course mentorship link down below. You know what I mean? I personally hold you by the hand, teach you this whole business. I'm always updating my course so you have exactly what's going on at the moment in this business. All right, so book a call with me below. All right, guys, thanks for watching the channel. Like and subscribe. All right, peace.